I'm going to talk to you about what it really takes to manifest your dream life. So, there's a lot of misunderstanding around it. So, you need to have both a healthy masculine and feminine sides working together. Now, what does that mean? That means you need to be able to be vulnerable enough to admit what your dreams are, have the courage to feel what that true dream you have deep inside you is, which is feminine. Like the ability to feel, the ability to be vulnerable and create that. And then you need a healthy, healed masculine side to actually execute that out into the physical through courage, through actions. So, you know, a lot of people have wounds that affect like either sides of these parts of ourselves. Some people, their masculine side's more wounded, so they have trouble like grounding and executing projects. And for a lot of people, their feminine is more wounded, so they struggle to like really be vulnerable enough to admit what they really want and receive that. That's actually quite more common. Myself personally, it was more my masculine energy that was wounded. So, you know, the ability to go out into the world and claim what you want and like really like goal set and plan and strategize and all those things. I'm quite capable of doing that, but I had a wound there which I needed to heal. So when those two sides are working together, then you're in alignment, like you're in the right energy, but also it's all working together. So you can go, okay, my dream is I want to like start this life coaching business where I help people overcome X, whatever. Like maybe this dream that you have is buried deep within you and you're afraid to admit it. And then, so that's the first step, because, you know, it's hard to admit that to yourself sometimes, because it's a vulnerable act to really admit what you really care about. And then you got to have the courage to execute that. Like a lot of people, for example, have a dream of writing a book, but they never let themselves write a book. They're like, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it when I'm retired. I'll do it at this point. I don't have time right now. It's all fear. And then once you've written the book or made that piece of art, having the courage to put that out there, that is the masculine side. And also to, you know, market it and, you know, get it in front of the right people. So both of those sides need to be working together for ultimate manifestation. And the really cool thing about it is this thing starts to take on a life of its own. Like, yes, you do need to do these things, but as you start to do them, other things just naturally show up. And that's like where the magic is. Like, if when you're pursuing one dream, the universe goes, oh, look, she's in alignment, like and then it'll bring you more things. Like, random money might just show up when you're pursuing, this often happens with money, like when you're pursuing a dream that really is true to your heart, that's when you get provided for. But if you're not able to feel what it is that lights you up, then you're not going to be able to access this type of manifestation. And a lot of people have trouble feeling, you know, because on this planet, the feminine energy has been very, very suppressed. And so people have a lot of trouble feeling, and then they get stuck in things that don't light them up. because we're not taught to value that. Like, we're not taught to value our heart. We're not taught to value vulnerability. We're not taught to value feelings. We're taught to value achievement and goals. We're taught to value all the masculine things, which are valuable, but you need the feminine. If you want to be like truly happy and truly fulfilled, then you need the feminine, because otherwise you're just grinding for the sake of what? Ego, impressing other people. Like, unless you're using the masculine side to achieve a dream that's deep in your heart, what's the point? Like, you're just doing it to like impress people or make money or look good or whatever. Like, the masculine qualities are here to support your dreams. They're here to support the feminine, which is love, heart, vulnerability, creativity. So, like, if you love painting or whatever, then that's, the feminine's pleasure. And if her dream is to sell those paintings, then the masculine comes in and helps her to market that and sell that. Like, that's how it works. You have to be able to find that dream and desire that really lights you up, and then bring your masculine side in to help, buy the paints, set up the studio, market it, build a website for it, whatever. Like, that's how it is supposed to work. And as a bonus, and this is what everybody wants, when you start aligning with that, that's when all that extra stuff just comes in as a byproduct, which is really, really fun. Like, someone will come in with paints and, give you paints, will just show up. Or like when I was doing the jewelry making, someone just like offered me access to tons of their beads that they weren't using anymore. Like, the universe will come in to support this dream that you have. Like, I'm writing a book at the moment, and I've already had like something pop up saying, a workshop popping up saying, we're going to show you how to market this book. I've already had like companies contacting me, asking me about the book, and I'm like, I'm only on page 13. But it's because it's in alignment. The universe is coming to support me immediately. But you have to go first. You have to find that dream and you have to start moving towards it, and then that's when the support will start to show up. But you also have to support yourself. Like, you can't just sit around going, I want to paint, I'm going to wait till someone comes in and like gives me the paints. No, you got to go out and buy them. But money will show up, things will show up. You can't control how it's going to show up. You've just got to do what you can, and then it will come in, and that's where the trust comes in. Like, you have to take that step towards your true desire, even if you can't see how you're going to afford it, right? Because you have to trust that it's in alignment and it's going to be provided for. And that's the hard bit. That's the scary bit. But if you want to walk this path, you have to learn to trust. And if you can't trust, then that is a wound with your feminine energy that you need to heal. And it's probably because of some trauma that you've been through that has broken your trust. So that needs to be healed. If you can't trust yourself, if you can't trust the universe. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say for today.